Tigray External Affairs Office released its briefing on Friday, February 4th, 2022, highlighting the blockade on humanitarian aid with no humanitarian supplies being allowed into Tigray through Samara-Maqala route, humanitarian corridor, and no fuel allowed into the region since August. Abil Tsagabo reports.
Tigray External Affairs Office released its weekly briefing on Friday, saying the quantity of medication brought humanitarian air services in the past week are so small that it won't make a dent in Tigray's catastrophic medical emergency. The briefing also emphasized that no aid trucks have entered Tigray since December. The brief shows since mid-October, 537,000 Tigrayans have been assisted. However, at least 887,000 people need to be assisted on average per week, so as to reach the over 5 million people in dire need of emergency assistance within a 5-week distribution cycle. The office also said that a recent report based on data collection by non-governmental organizations in collaboration with the Regional Health Bureau established that 5,421 people perished as a result of lack of medicines and food. These figures, while alarming in their own right, underestimated the true magnitude of the crisis. The statement has also said out of the more than 5.2 million people in Tigray that need some form of humanitarian assistance, 3.9 million need health assistance. The statement said out of the 4,300 children screened for malnutrition, 1,023.7% were identified with a global acute malnutrition, which is alarmingly higher than the global threshold of 15%. 182 children, 4.2% were diagnosed with SAM, which is alarmingly higher than the global threshold of 2%. The statement also said that since August 2, no fuel tankers has been allowed to enter Tigray, except for 2 tankers belonging to the World Food Programme. Currently, there are 4 tankers in Samara awaiting approval from the authoritarian in Addis. The severe shortage of fuel has affected water tracking service, which in turn has had a devastating impact on internally displaced persons. 480,000 IDPs in 131 sites require 295 trips of water tracking every day, consuming 1,990 liters of fuel. However, owing to the severe shortage of fuel, partners are able to meet less than 19% of water needs in IDP sites. This acute problem is exacerbated by the fact that across Tigray, 54% of water points are not functional, affecting water access to 3.5 million people. The brief has also stated that the government in Addis, with the direct participation of Eritrean government and Afar regional forces, will instigate confrontations along the Afar-Tigray border so that it would be justifiable than suspend humanitarian cargo movement. So the office called on the international community to prevail on the federal government and its regional allies to allow unrestricted humanitarian access so that critical supplies can reach to those in desperate need.